monks, Thai monks, Zen monks in Japan, Shingon, Islam. So I do a seminar every 2 years. I don't do it. I organize it and the monks do it and teach meditation and things like that. So I do have a general background if anybody, if it's an area where I need some more information. So feel quite free to talk to Teacher Ellen and say I'd like to write to John or I'd like to write to the Buddhist monk to help me. And I can give you Father Thomas Shell's address. He's one of the experts on Islam. In fact, I have a PowerPoint on Islam.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Good. So we don't want to waste more time. Let you introduce the school.
Okay, all right. I mean, we'll just go around. You can say your name, maybe how old you are, and maybe if you have your area that you're thinking about studying a little bit, you could just share a little of that. Yeah.
Don't ask me how old I am. All right.
Okay. I think if you're over 30, you can just say 30 plus. Yeah. Okay.
I believe I'm from Maryland.
Yeah.
Her grandma is Thai.
Oh yeah, my grandmother is from Thailand. So I'm 15 right now.
15.
And she's interested in studying about dance.
Yeah. My name Prat Mahasurapet. You call me Pet. Pet is a like animal, lovely animal. Yeah.
Okay.
I study English with Teacher John, Brother John, for over 10 years.
Okay.
Here, he opened English program here for over 10 years. I join. Now I still join. I like to learn English. I am in charge of this school, this center. I work with him, Teacher John, Brother John, and his group. And you know, I stay here at the temple for over 30 years. 30 years, maybe longer than your age. Yeah. Yeah. I am a high school teacher, Sati Nonthaburi School.
Yeah.
Sati Nonthaburi School. I teach there for over a year. In the class, we have a Buddhist student, we have Muslim student, and Christian student. But the most 95% or 99% are Buddhist student. When we learn, I teach Buddhism and Christianity and Islamic. We learn together. We open the mind and we learn. We don't compare which one better, which one the best, but we learn what is the teaching in Buddhism, what is the teaching in Christianity, what is the teaching in Islamic. You understand? What the Buddha taught, what the Jesus taught, what the teaching in Islamic. You understand? Yeah. We open the mind when we learn. I teach there over 10 years. Now I still teach. Okay? I like to learn English. I like to work on computer. I like traveling. If you have some question about Thai culture, about Buddhism, or about traveling in Thailand, you ask me. I like to travel. In Kanchanaburi, if you go, we have 5 waterfalls in Kanchanaburi province. 5 waterfalls. Yeah, but maybe you can go to visit one place in our tour. Yes, yeah.
Probably Erawan.
Yeah. Number 1, more beautiful, the most beautiful Erawan. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So can we get the other names of the students and where they're from?
I'm Shantara. I'm from New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. And then I'm 16 years old, and I wanted to focus on architecture and beauty standards, based off of architecture.
I'm Zach. I'm 15. I'm from New York,
Oh.
and I'm not really sure, but I think probably something about food. I'm not sure.
I'm Maeve. I'm from New York. I'm 17, and I'm not really sure what I want to study yet either, but I've been, for the couple of days we've been here, I've been paying, particular attention to kind of, billboards and beauty standards that are presented on billboards. So I guess I would kind of like focus my attention on that kind of thing.
I'm Izzy. I'm from New York. I'm 17. I don't really know what I want to study. I'm Lola. I'm from New Jersey. I'm 16. I'm not really sure what I want to study.
I'm Aiden. I'm from New York. And I sort of want to study how Buddhism impacts other religions around.
I'm Evelyn. I'm 16. I'm from New York. I probably want to study something like art.
Okay.
I'm Sabian, I'm 17, I'm also from New York, and I want to study transportation.
I'm Grace. I'm 16. I'm from New York. I'm not sure what I want to study yet.
I'm Brenda. I'm from New York. I'm 15.
I'm Margot. I'm also one of the teachers at the master's school, so I'm one of Ellen's colleagues. I'm a math teacher, so I teach
Nice.
juniors and seniors. What else did I do?
I'm Ryan. I'm 17. I'm from New York also. And I was also going to look at food. So yeah.
Okay, you might get different
We're going to look at
areas.
different areas if we get it.
Oh, that's very interesting. I'll just tell you one major difference between Thai food and Indian food. Indian food, they always use dried spices. Thai food, we always use fresh spices. You get them in the market in the morning and you use them that day. And your area of study is very interesting too. I'm a Catholic brother. I'm denominationally Christian, but culturally I'm Buddhist. You can't live in another country for 30 years. The biggest shaping force in any culture often are their spiritual values or their religion. Like in Europe, you might be Muslim, but culturally, if you are in Europe long enough, you become culturally
ไม่ออกเสียงก็ได้เอาแค่ภาพ
The way I eat, the way I walk, what I do
เปลี่ยนทาง
has been shaped by Buddhism. I may not recognize
ครับ
that.
เสียงก็ใส่ทีหลัง
So denominationally, I'm Christian, Catholic, but culturally, as I begin to become more and more acculturated, I'm going to absorb all the Buddhist values that are there that I don't know. That's really the shaping force of the culture.
Okay, all right, yeah, you just take a couple, you feel free, it's okay to take photos.
You may take photos, and we'll take some photos outside in
Okay.
front of the Buddha image, and then in front of the temple. You're quite free to take pictures. The only place you're not allowed to take pictures here is of the Emerald Buddha in Wat Pakao, the Grand Palace. You can't photograph it through the window. It's always polite because a monk, they have certain rules about being properly dressed. If I'm going to take a picture of a monk, I'll often say, do you mind if I take your picture? He'll say, yes, just give me a minute. He wants to straighten his robe. Two, if I'm taking a picture of a monk and a woman, because a monk is not supposed to, they'll not object. Because they realize tourists don't know the culture, but a woman is not supposed to stand next to the monk, so I'll put a man next to the monk and then a woman. But they enjoy having their pictures taken. They'll often say, can you send me the picture?
And how long have you been a monk?
25 years.
Wow, so how old were you when you decided, okay, this is the path for me?
I moved to the temple when I was 12.
12, okay.
Now I am 47.
Wow, okay. And you didn't know at 12 you would stay so long, right? Did you think?
Originally, I moved from Nakhon Phanom province, Nakhon Phanom province, northeastern, near the border, Isan. Near the border, I can speak Lao and
Yes.
speak Thai. Because I was born near the border, people cross the border, I learned how to speak 2 languages.
So at 12, he would have been a novice monk,
Yeah.
not fully ordained. And the system would have been very similar to medieval Christianity, where a boy often went to a monastery to learn to read and write and get some education. In the provinces now we have very good schools, but before maybe only 3 years in a small village. And so the boy would be sent to a monastery as a novice monk, and he would get schooling in the city like they do here in the Evan Monks University as well. When he's ordained a novice, he has to observe 10 rules called precepts, only 10. And if he wishes to leave, all he has to do is say to the abbot, I wish to leave. and cannot be fully ordained a monk until he's 20 years old. He must have permission of his parents if they're alive, must be free from debt, and a good character. At 20, most boys, before everybody got ordained. Nowadays they're in the university, so they're not going to leave the university to get ordained. They're going to wait till they're done. And often because the job market is tight, they'll say, look, let me get my job first, I'll get ordained later. The company will let me go for 3 months usually. A boy will be ordained. So at 20 he's fully ordained, and then he has 227 rules to follow. If you're a woman monk, which is not common in Thailand, but we do have some, you'll follow 311. As a lay person, we follow 5 precepts. Not killing animals, lying, stealing. If I'm meditating for the day, I will follow 8 usually. I will ask the monk, give me 8 precepts I wish to spend the day meditating. The extra precepts would be not to eat meat, not to engage in sexual activity during the time that I have 8 precepts. Okay? You're free to leave. It's not like Christian monasticism. You're free to, many will be ordained for 3 months, or even for a funeral for 3 days if I'm trying to offer that ordination for my dead mother or my grandmother. So you can move in and out. Many monks, about 10%, are permanently ordained, as he is. Others will say, no, only till I'm done my university studies at the monks' university, and then I'll leave, stay in the temple for a while as a lay person until I have enough money for a room and save some things towards getting married.